Hey guys, Ewok Plays Yt today. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be going over the ESPN Fantasy Baseball League. So we're just gonna go by team. I'm gonna rate like who has the best team in my opinion, and we're just gonna go down the list. We're gonna talk about most of the players. I'm gonna skip some of them. But there are. Whoops. There are 10 teams in the league. We're going to start off with mine. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's start off with Wilson Contreras. He's a catcher. He's good. He's an average catcher. He wasn't the best. I really wanted to get one of the top 5. I would say he's top 5, but I also didn't want to reach for a catcher. He went... Where's 2021? He had a below average, if that makes sense. Not a great one, not a bad one. But he did have 20 plus home runs. So he is in the top 5. I'm okay with having him as my catcher. Ryan Mountcastle, I'm super excited for this one because I got him in the later rounds. And after what he did last year with 33 home runs, I think that's only going to improve this year. And I can't wait to see what he does. Jonathan India also had a great year last year. He doesn't have a lot of power. 21 home runs. I mean, that's a lot. But he's usually just get on base and hits and stuff. Hits and runs. That's what I'm looking for with him. Alex Bregman. I fumbled the bag on third baseman. I'm not going to lie. I missed out on Ramirez, Devers, Machado, and then Bregman was like the decent option. Last year he did awful, 12 home runs with only a 270 average. I mean, 270 average, that's pretty good, but I don't know. I just feel like he could do better. A lot of my team is also like not household names. They're like sleepers, especially for like my first 4 picks. Or my first 4 positions. Next up, Corey Seager. I missed out on Xander Bogaerts, as you may have seen from the draft video. So Corey Seager was the next shortstop available. I'm okay with it. He's going to hit a lot of bombs. He's going to get a lot of RBIs. Average, great. Next up, Enrique Hernandez. I'm hoping that he can just be his postseason form for most of the year. 20 home runs. That's a lot of home runs if you ask me. For Kike Hernandez. Brian Hayes, he's day-to-day, but I think he'll be back before opening day. He's someone that could have a breakout year this year, so I'm hoping for that. Mike Trout is Mike Trout. He's old, but he's still probably the best player in baseball. Second, maybe, after Ohtani, but he's up there. Hopefully he has a bounce-back year. Aaron Judge, hopefully he hits me a lot of home runs. Luis Robert, he was injured last year, but he did very well for me at the beginning of the year, so I'm excited for him. Starlin Marte, I picked him up so he can steal bases. He had 47 stolen bases last year. That's a lot. I'm happy with that. Kyle Schwarber, he's going to be another power guy with 32 home runs last year. So hopefully Schwarber and Judge can get me some home runs. And then Gleyber Torres, he did awful last year. But he kind of picked it up towards the end of the year. So I'm hoping he's going to have a comeback year here. Oh, there goes my cup, whatever. Comeback year here. And then for bench, I have Yastrzemski. He was later rounds pick. I was surprised he was still there because he did very well at the beginning of the year. But wavered off towards the end. But hopefully he can come back. Ramon Urias, I think he's going to have a breakout year. He's already hit 3 home runs in spring training, but I'm not sure if he'll get the playing time. Hopefully he does. Chris Taylor is another utility option. Plays multiple positions. And then with A.J. Pollock now traded, he's going to fill in and get that everyday left fielder role. For pitchers, I think I have a good 5. I think I have a pretty good pitching rotation. Max Scherzer, he's going to be really good for me because after DeGrom, DeGrom's going to be hurt for most of the year, I have a feeling. But Max Scherzer, hopefully he can do well. He should be back. Right hamstring tightness, whatever. Josh Hader going to get me hopefully a lot of saves in that relieving role. Nathan Eovaldi, he did very well for me last year. Alek Manoah is going to have a great was it his rookie season last year, I want to say? So he's going to have a good sophomore season, hopefully. Blake Snell, he has a lot of strikeouts. That's the reason why I got him. Where is he? 170 strikeouts. Marcus Stroman was like the top pitcher on the board at that time, so that's why I got him. Jordan Romano, another good reliever that I could use. Mike Clevenger, and then Dylan Bundy were late pitching additions that hopefully can help me out. So right now, I think I have a really good roster. So let's check out. Oh boy. There we go. Let's check out my uncle's league, or my uncle's team, Vlad the Impalers. So Tyler Stevenson, probably not the best catcher. Okay, Paul Goldschmidt, not the best for the first baseman. Ozzy Albies will get you a lot of hits, have a good average. Anthony Rendon, he had a good year, but he was hurt for most of it. J.P. Crawford, Tommy Edman, these are hit guys. He doesn't really have much power. Austin Riley, actually, he's probably another power guy. This was a good pickup for him. Yeah. I actually kind of want Riley. I might try to trade for Riley, if that makes sense. He has Mookie Betts, Bryce Harper, Conforto, O'Neill, Kana. Good outfield. Harper, Conforto, Betts. That's a good three right there. That's a lot of power from Bryce Harper. He's going to have a good year, I think. Reese Hopkins at first. I wasn't very sold on him last year, so I guess that's why I didn't pick him up. And then Jared Kelenic on his bench. Hopefully gets off to a good start. For his pitching, Sandy Alec, he doesn't really have many number one guys. I think his best pitcher is actually Luis Castillo. Alcantara, I mean, okay. Musgrove is okay. Raisel Iglesias, he'll get you a lot of saves. Erod, he'll hopefully get you a lot of strikeouts. And then Valdez, Gray, Gilbert, Montgomery, Ober, and Quantrill. I don't know. It's something interesting. So next person is Garrett's team. I think his team is better than my uncle's, but worse than mine, I want to say. I'll give you my final ranking at the end. Christian Vasquez. If I didn't get Contreras, I was gonna get Vasquez. But that's a good catcher. Matt Olson, he's gonna have a good year. Ty France, I don't know about that one. Nolan Arenado, he's not really known for his hitting, even though he did hit 34 bombs last year. Trey Turner, that's a good addition. Bobby Witt Jr., I could have gotten him, but I was scared that he wouldn't translate to the major league level. Chris Bryant had a bad year last year. Eloy Jimenez was hurt. Marcell Ozuna was suspended for most of it, I think, or hurt. Something happened. Andrew his outfielders aren't the best, I'm not gonna lie. Benintendi, Soler, Grisham. Soler's gonna hit you a lot of bombs this year, I think. Josh Bell as utility. Yohan Moncada as third base. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't have a lot. Apart from Matt Olson and Trey Turner, that's pretty much it for his offense. But his pitching, this is where it's at. Corbin Burns, Yu Darvish, Dylan Cease, Tyler Mahle. That's pretty much the top four guys, I think. And then he has Chris Bassett, Herman Marquez, Zach Gallen, Pablo Lopez, Shane Baz, who actually I think could do really well. And then on the bench he has Aaron Savale and Andrew Heaney. So he actually has a decent team. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And then Patrick, this is Patrick's team. So Patrick, he had a weird draft because what happened was... Actually, I'm going to come out... Alright, yeah. he had a weird draft because he wasn't in at the start of the drafting, but he was at the middle of the drafting. But then at the end, he got off. So this is weird. You can kind of see it. Grandal is a good power catcher. He can be a viable starter. Rizzo, he could work. Ketel Marte at second base. He is going to be really good for average-wise. Jose Ramirez, that's who I really wanted to get at third base. Jake Cronenworth, that's a weird pick to have as your top shortstop. Him and Swanson, that's a weird shortstop combo. Jurickson Profar, but like these guys aren't like really that great. Kyle Tucker, Giancarlo Stanton, Joey Gallo, Charlie Blackmon. Those are good. That's a good outfield right there, I think. Hopefully Gallo can come back this year. Is Cole Calhoun, Ahmed Rosario. I think he's gonna. That's a good pick. He should start him as your starting shortstop. Ryan McMahon, Ian Happ on the bench. And then pitching wise, he has Julio Urias, Jose Barrios, and Corey Kluber. And that's about it. Trevor Bauer, if he plays at all. Yusei Kikuchi and Taiwan Walker and Kyle Gibson, who all had decent years last year. So next up is Evan. All right, now Evan had a really good draft. I think he's high up on the board. I'll do power rankings later. He's high up there for best team. Omar Narvaez, probably not the best catcher that you can get. Who cares? Jose Abreu, he's going to get you a lot of home runs. Jose Altuve, he's going to give you the average. Manny Machado, he's going to give you the home runs and the RBIs. Xander Bogaerts, who I really wanted, he's going to give you the home runs and the average to go with it. Jorge Polanco, not the best backup shortstop, let's say. Joey Votto, another first baseman. He has a good 1-2 punch here. And then his outfielders, Castellanos, Bellinger. Okay, well, Castellanos is his only good outfielder, not gonna lie. And then Cody Bellinger, I did trick him into getting. So that was fun. Michael Brantley, not the way he was back when they won the World Series. Hunter Renfroe, not to be mistaken with the Raiders Hunter Renfroe, and then Dylan Carlson. He has Nelson Cruz, who might hit a lot of bombs this year with the Nationals, I'm not going to lie. And then Jaime Candelario on the bench. For pitching, he has a lot of pitchers. I'm going to try to get one of them. I'm going to wait, though. Brandon Woodruff, Lucas Giolito, Max Fried, Luis Garcia, Jack Flaherty, Hyun Jin Ryu, Noah Syndergaard. These are all great pitchers right here. And then some sleepers, Tyreek Skubal, Ranger Suarez. He's going to get your saves. He needs a closer. I wonder can I trade him? I'll check and see if I can trade him a closer for maybe one of his pitchers. But I think Evan has a decent team. I still think mine is better. But now this is where these last couple teams, that's where we get into the better teams. So this has to be one of the best teams, I think, in the league. Salvador Perez at catcher, best catcher. Vlad Guerrero, probably best first baseman. Javi Baez, okay, he's better than most second basemen. Alberto Mondesi, he can get stolen bases, so can Javi Baez. Wander Franco, he's going to do well. Crawford was a weird pick when I saw it, but he did really well last year. I don't know if that's going to translate. CJ Crone, he had a lot of home runs towards the end. Ronald Acuna, Byron Buxton, Cedric Mullins, that's a great outfield right there. And then Eddie Rosario mixed in towards the back end. Harrison Bader, Ches Chiselham, he's going to get you some more slum bases. And then for his bench, he didn't really switch it up because he has second base, shortstop. David Fletcher, Adam Frazier, he picked this one. Can I see? You can't see. That's crazy that he's like position rank 10 and he's only rostered in 37% of leagues. And he was a late round pick, so that was a really good pick. And then his pitchers, doesn't have a lot of pitchers actually. He He's stocked up for hitters. Aroldis Chapman, he's going to get you some saves. Chris Sale, who's injured. Clayton Kershaw, Adam Wainwright, John Means. These are all old pitchers. I just realized that. That's crazy. And then Jose Urquidy, Tristan McKenzie. Matt Barnes is going to get you some saves as well. And then Tanner Hook. So, other than his pitching, I think Kai has a very good team. For Jason, he had a weird draft as well. Decent catcher. This is probably like the third best catcher. Yep, see. Pete Alonso, he's going to get you some home runs. Marcus Semien, he's going to have a good year, I think. Rafael Devers, probably third best third baseman. Okay. Carlos Correa could have gotten a better shortstop, but I think at that time they were all gone. Same with Colton Wong. Jared Walsh, he might hit you a lot of home runs. JD Martinez, same thing with him. Teoscar Hernandez, same thing with him. Seiya Suzuki, I don't know anything about this guy. He might be good, he might be bad. I don't know. I mean, he went 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run, so... And he has a... Oh, no, that's projected. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. Arozarena, Grichuk, Adames, and Brendan Belt round out his team offense. Not the best, not going to lie. And then pitching, he has Garrett Cole, Charlie Morton. Got DeGrom in the later rounds. That was a big pickup, even though he won't be back towards the end of the year. Shane McClanahan, that was a good young pickup. Giovanni Gallegos and Kenley Jansen. I'm going to trade for one of these, I think. I'm going to try to trade for Kenley Jansen. I don't know. Justin Verlander, he's old. I don't know how well he's going to do. Luis Severino, Anthony Descalafani, Zach Plesac, and Lance McCullers round out his team. Decent team. I think his pitching really helped him out there. And then Battison Mumgardner. This is Noah. He has a really good team. JT Romuto, probably the best catcher, I think. Okay, no, Salvia's. So second best catcher. Trey Mancini, I don't know. I think Mountcastle's going to have a lot. He might be a DH. I don't know. We'll see. Max Muncy, he's going to hit you a lot of home runs. Josh Donaldson, I think he can find a better third baseman than Josh Donaldson. Bo Bichette, Trevor Story. This is a great combo here. I'm going to try... I don't know. Eric Hosmer, not going to do very well. His outfield is weird. He has Brian Reynolds. That's probably his best player in the outfield. Keibert Ruiz is another player that could do pretty well, but he's going to have to be switched out with Ohtani if he does want to play Ohtani. Speaking of Ohtani, he's his best pitcher, backed up by Aaron Nola, Craig Kimbrell, Carlos Rodon, Trevor Rogers, Michael Kopech, who I think is out for the year, I want to say. No, it's Crochet that's out for the year. So this is a very good pitching rotation. But his offense from Eric Hosmer below is lacking, from the exception of Brian Reynolds. So we'll see how that works out. So now there are two more teams I want to say. Baltimore Dingers. So this is going to be... he auto-drafted, so he's probably not going to have a great team. Darton Varsho, who even is that? I have no idea who that is. Frank Schwindel at first base. Brendan Lau. Matt Chapman's known for his defense. He's not going to do very well. Tim Anderson, he's probably his best player. Well, never mind. Juan Soto, he's going to hit a lot. I'm going to try to trade for Juan Soto, actually. We'll see. His outfield is pretty good. Juan Soto, George Springer, Christian Yelich, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and then the Franimal Reyes at DH. Everyone else, though, yikes. And then his pitching, he has pretty good pitching. Robbie Ray, Shane Bieber, Freddie Peralta. This is where his auto draft went. Robbie Ray, Shane Bieber, Freddie Peralta, Frankie Montas, Lance Lynn, Logan Webb, Ryan Presley, Sean Manaea, Edwin Diaz, Joe Ryan. Holy crap. There's not one bad person on this list. Maybe Joe Ryan and Logan Webb, but after that, I'm gonna need to trade for one of these guys. Logan Webb, maybe. I'm thinking Lance Lynn. We'll see. And then for our final team, we have Kevin, who I think might have the best team in the league, maybe. So this is gonna be tough. He has Sean Murphy at catcher. Freddie Freeman at first. He's gonna hit a lot of home runs. That was a weird pickup at the beginning of the round. DJ LeMahieu, he's pretty good. He's not gonna do much really, other than defense. Justin Turner, same thing with him. Francisco Lindor, same thing with him. He's like our big names, but only for defense. Whit Merrifield's gonna get you a lot of stolen bases. Yulia Gurriel really didn't show much power, but he has the possibility of giving you power. Fernando Tatis is out for the year, pretty much. He's going to come back, but can't use him now because he'll be out. I don't know why that says day to day. Jesse Winker, he's going to hit you a lot of home runs. Same thing with Mitch Haniger and Austin Meadows. Austin Hayes is going to have a great year, I think. And then Spencer Torkelson, he said, is going to have a good year. And he did get Adley Rutschman towards the back end of the rounds. I didn't see that until I edited it. So that was a good pickup by him. Hopefully he drops him. Oh, imagine if he drops him. I'm definitely picking him up if Kevin drops him. Hopefully he doesn't see this video. For his pitching, he has really good pitching. He focused on pitching this year. Walker Buehler, Kevin Gausman, Zach Wheeler, Liam Hendricks, Emmanuel Clase, Ian Anderson, Kyle Hendricks, John Gray, Alex Wood, Patrick Corbin. Not one bad player on this list, maybe. I'm going to try to get someone here. I don't know. Maybe Zach Wheeler, I'm thinking. But yeah. And he is waiver order 1 out of 10. Because he's the last. Okay, that makes sense. So I'll do power rankings in another separate video. I just wanted to go over everyone's team. So that you guys got a. I just wanted to go over everyone's team just so everyone knows who everyone got. But power rankings will be in another video, in a separate video, probably coming out soon. So guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment to see who do you think the best team has, if that makes sense. Who do you think is the best team in our league? That's the question. So leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. You're told I'll be a hard temptation.